gotta do it over. Hey my lovelies, so it is Nicole Dennis, aka the prototype. So I am at Boots here in London, England, United Kingdom, and I wanted to show you all just a little tutorial of me doing my makeup in store. So as you can see, the store is all decked out, and I have a couple of products here with me so far. This is Huda Beauty. This is the shade Salted Caramel, I believe. Yes, Salted Caramel. And then I also have Huda Beauty, and these are the concealers, by the way. This is shade Brittle, and the number is 6.5. I don't know if you can, yeah, see there. And then this shade is, the number is 7.36. And then I'm doing all Huda Beauty today. This is Huda Beauty, excuse me, Liquid Matte in the shade Trendsetter. And then we also have the Huda Beauty Lip Color Stain here. This is the shade Rich Brown. Yes, I speak richness over myself in Jesus' name. And then to remove my makeup, I use this Clinique. This is the, excuse me, rinse off eye makeup solvent, but I also used it on my face. I do not necessarily suggest that. This is just what I did, but please use it as suggested on the bottle and at your own risk. And this is not legal advice or comedogenic advice. I am not a dermatologist and I am not an attorney. And this is the Dermav 10. Sorry, I've never heard of this brand. Dermav 10 micellar cleansing water with pro vitamin B5, aloe vera, chamomile, and vitamin E. It claims to be vegan, and again, this is not legal or medical or comedogenic advice. Please use as suggested at your own risk. Okay, so now let's get into the tutorial. I also have, this is the Huda Beauty. Now the funny thing about this, shout out to you, Huda. I actually had this idea, this concept, I kid you not, I just never actually made a mock-up. I never tried to get, what do you call it, like quotes on what it would cost to produce something like this. I had this idea in I know I was working at Forever 20 Corporate. I was doing either the production artist work / digital art direction, or I was senior graphic designer at the time. Anyway, so I had this idea, 2012. So it's really interesting to see it, and it's exciting to see it here materialize. I've had this idea for a while, possibly even before 2012, because I remember when I was on Model Mayhem, and I remember I purchased the Ben Nye banana powder, and I remember thinking, like, it can get, you have to be really careful with the banana powder, and I remember thinking to myself, I wish it was in a compact, the Ben Nye powder. So it's nice to see that Huda has put it here. The shade that I'm using, this is the Easy Bake. Let's see if you can see it up close. This is the Huda Beauty. This is the Easy Bake pressed powder. And the shade that I'm going to try is Kanifa Blondie. Okay? And the ounces and everything, as you can see here, 0.29 ounces, 8.5 grams. Okay? And what's cool is it comes with the mirror. There's not a place for a sponge or anything or powder puff, but it is compact. It's very lightweight, and I'm liking it so far. I'm going to just adjust my seat here quickly. There we go, that's better. And sorry for the shaky camera. And I already have on the Huda Beauty concealer. Let's move this so I do not give out my clothes. on my skin. I don't know if you can see it well. So this is just the salted caramel concealer on my skin. Now, I'm going to go ahead and apply what's the shade again? The Brittle. And let's go ahead and apply this on the eye, yeah? Okay, so applying the Huda Beauty concealer in the shade Brittle 6.5G right under my eye here. And you can see the dark circle, right? And I know this looks bright. I know this is intense, but y'all, I actually like a bright under eye. So we are going to, it is a process. I did leave my mascara on. The mascara is Essence brand, and it is the waterproof. So I know it's looking, you know, gnarly right now, but it will get better, I promise you. I think I'm going to use, I do have my own powder puff, and I think, let me see, I think I might go ahead and use it. I mean, not powder puff, I have my own, if I can find it. If I can't find it, I'm going to use my finger. But I do have my own, I'm trying to move quickly here. I do have my own, yeah, I can't get to it. I don't know where I put it actually. So you know what we're gonna do, y'all? I'm just gonna use my finger here. So I can't find my beauty blender. I mean, I know it's here, but honestly, I'll give it like 10 more seconds. And if I can't find it, I'm just going to use my finger. Yeah, I feel led to not worry about it. I can't find it, so I'm not gonna worry about it. And I don't feel like asking them for a brush. So I'm just gonna use my finger, okay? Usually when I'm blending my makeup by hand, I usually use my ring finger or my index finger. So, and sometimes I actually use literally like my knuckle. So I think today, because of my nails, I'm gonna use my knuckle and see how it turns out. All right, so I'm just literally gonna gently, at an angle, like this, and just gently blend this out. I'm gonna pull the camera back so you can see. And so far, I'm not really liking the way that is feeling. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm literally just gonna use the tip of my ring finger, okay? And I'm just going to go like so, gently, okay? We do not want to be rough with our skin here. And it's blending out nicely so far. Keep in mind, this has been sitting in my face for about 5 minutes, so it is already, you know, drying. Sorry, my hand is all in the camera. Drying a bit. But we're just going to apply a little bit more concealer here and basically get that lubrication or liquid feeling that we want back, right? And I'm going to put it around my mouth. What I like about this concealer is it does help with discoloration. So I do have some slight discoloration around my mouth, as you can see. We're going to cover that blemish here. On this side here, this is, I don't know if you can see, but it's an actual mole. Oh, there it is down there. I always think it's up here, it's down here. So we're going to leave that alone. And I do sometimes like to cover down here because I do have like a small scar down here. I do not know where the scar came from, but I think it's probably from like being a kid or something. Anyway, all right, so now let's blend this out. And so far, and I'm purposely, by the way, if you're wondering why I am leaving the under eye area, like why I'm not touching it yet, it's intentional. It is because I want that under eye brightness to be bright, and I want to be able to control it. So the best way I can control it is if I let it sit a bit, And now I'm just gently blending around my cheeks, and I'm going on this side and my forehead. And as you can see, I have some hyperpigmentation here that I already started to cover with the concealer. We're using the same shade here. You want to be careful when you get around the hairline and get whatever this, some lint or something from the wind. Got rid of that. That was easy peasy. I try to leave my baby hairs alone. These are my natural baby hairs. I try to leave those alone and not let any, we do not want product in our baby hairs and our, you know, the edges of our hair, okay? Of our hairline. And then you see that blemish there, we want to just cover that. And then what I'm going to do later, same with the hair, I'm going to, there's a blemish there, hyperpigmentation there. I'm going to, you want to be light-handed with this, okay? I'm going to probably go back over with a lighter shade, just literally right here later on, at the highest point of my brow bone there, okay? We're not contouring, we're not doing that. I do like to handle the discoloration on my eyes. I do like to put a little bit of, sometimes a lot, it depends, of the concealer, same shade. Literally, you want to just put it on the entire lid. And look at this. It's almost like an eraser. It literally just, look at that. It makes the discoloration go away. You do not need to use a color corrector. Usually for women, my complexion, usually an orange corrector is perfect, or a reddish orange, but we are not going to do that today. It is not necessary. Now you can do that, but what I noticed with when you do something like that, you have to really tone the orange down if it's not on the more peach side versus the red orange side, if that makes any sense, which I feel like it does. So we are now going to let that sit for a bit. And also too, I have an area here in the inner part of my eye where it can get, it's like a unusual texture of a patch there. And I usually have to put a little extra product there when I want to be careful to not get it in my actual eye. I'm just going to gently put a little extra just right there, because I know that that's a problem, quote unquote, area for me. And I usually like to put a little extra here because I do get allergies and I have very sensitive eyes. And sometimes when I need to wipe my eye with a tissue, I end up wiping some of the product off. And, you know, when I get like say a secretion or, you know, my eyes water or something. So I want to keep that in mind and prepare. So I'm just gently putting a little extra there. Not a lot, just a little extra. All right, that should be good. So we can move on. All right, so one of my favorite part, my lovelies, is, let me scoot this camera back. One of my favorite parts is brows. I love a good brow. You can never go wrong. You could have like the worst lipstick on, but if your brows are on point, it can distract people. All right, so I am using Benefit Precisely, my brow pencil. It's an auto pencil, meaning that you do not have to sharpen it, okay, for any of you who are watching who are new to makeup. And I am using the color or the shade number 5, okay? And it is described as like a blackish brown. I believe that is what the description said. This is how it looks up close. Let's see, I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to show you all as closely as I can. Let's see if we can get it. I'm trying to show you what it looks like as closely as I can. That's like the best I can do right now. But let's go ahead and apply, yeah? Okay, so I just rolled a little bit. I did not. Now typically I probably should. I'm going to just ever so gently use this spoolie here, and I should have used a fresh one. Whoops. Okay, I'm using a fresh spoolie. Typically the white one is for a primer, but that's okay. You can grab whatever color is nearest you. And I'm going to go ahead and put the cap back on the spoolie part, and I'm going to go ahead and get started, okay? I do not know about you. I like to always hold my pencil like so, and I like to use my nose as kind of like an anchor for me. And I usually raise my brow a bit as I am applying the product. And I usually start gently at the beginning like so. And if you are not really seeing anything yet, that's fine. And then it depends on the look I'm going for. Sometimes I'll draw a line first, but today I think I'm just going to draw like hair-like strokes. This is a method that, sorry, I can't recall if it's Sam Fine or Kevin Aquan's method, but one of them does this fine hair-like stroke painterly method, so to speak. And now you can see the product starting to come into my brows, and I'm just ever so gently now starting to shape it up just a little bit, because the thing with this product is it can surprise you, and then you're like, oh my goodness, I don't see anything, and then you start seeing product. Actually, right now, even for me, I need to get up close so I can see what I'm doing, but I want you to see as well. So we're going to do this together, and I'm just going to rub some of that out. And now in hindsight, I think I kind of want to see, yeah, I think I'm going to do it that way instead right now. And that's fine. It is nothing wrong. When you are doing your makeup, if you change your mind about a technique, that's okay, all right? Then I just want it a little bit more defined here, just a smidge. And I'm happy with that, so I'm just going to feather it out, but also while giving it some shape there at the end. And then I'm just ever so gently using my finger here and also going back in where I need to fill any gaps. Now, an old MAC hack makeup artist pro tip is using like a lighter shade here at the front. I like to just lighten my hand because it tends to stress me out to grab 2 shades for my eyebrows. That just seems like overkill, and it just stresses me out. So I try to avoid that, but I have done it before. It does look really pretty. So if you have the bandwidth, oh my gosh, let me be careful, go for it. All right, and then at the base here, I'm just ever so gently, just with my finger doing like so. And then I'm also going to take the spoolie from earlier and just gently, just because I want it to look natural. And when you see a line, sometimes to me it does not look as natural. So I'm just gently kind of erasing it just a little bit, not too much. And we're going to do the same technique to the other side. All right, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to get any makeup. I think I did get some makeup on me already. Let me go ahead and close those up and move them out of my way, and I can get to those later. All right, so now this is time for the left brow. I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the other side. And I usually like to spike it out some here. Whoops. If you make a mistake, that's all right. Brows are supposed to be sisters, not necessarily twins. That is not my quote. That is from a pro makeup artist. I'm sorry, I can't recall which one, from years ago. And I'm just repeating it. That is not my quote. So shout out and credit to whomever that quote belongs to. And then I'm just going to go under here ever so gently. Very light strokes. Look at how I'm holding my hand. I want you to see how I'm holding my hand. Ever so gently. Being very light. And then we're going to go back and fill in those gaps here at the front. And if you get excess in your eyes, eye excess, you can again get a fresh applicator, lip applicator, or lightly damp Q-tip, and just clean it out. I'm being ever so gentle. You also want to check for the colors here. Make sure the color is consistent so it does not look patchy. And we're almost done here, but I notice when I take my time with my brows, they come out really, really nice. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to leave it alone, but I am going to gently just, clean that up there, feather that out a little. But I'm happy with that brow. It's not doing too much. It's not overly done. They're sisters, not twins. I'm going to leave them alone for the most part. There, just need to fix that part. But I'm not touching them. Now I'm going to get another applicator here, getting a clean one, because you do not want to put what you cleaned out back into your eye. And you just clean it out. Clean it out of your eyes. I know I've seen pictures, like professional pictures of celebrities, not naming any names, and there's like stuff, there's excess eye stuff, in their eyes, and I'm like, how come no one told them to get that out of their, no one said anything. But you always want to be very careful with that. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy with these brows. They look, natural, not too much going on. Now we are going to move on to the blush, then the lips. Okay, so time for blush. I am using the Huda Beauty blush filter palette. This is the shade Roseberry, and it looks like this. Very, very pretty. Great for, really looks like you can use it every day or anytime. So I'm just going to choose, I think I'm going to choose this, either this shade or this shade. This shade I used to wear a long time ago, and now that I'm older, I feel like it ages me, but it's a gorgeous color. And I'm just wiping, doing the same thing I did with the banana powder, just for hygienic purposes, using a fresh cotton circle, and I'm just going to similar approach to the banana powder, except I'm going to open my hand a little bit more and just get about that much, pat it on, and try and get it even as I can. And whoops. And what I'm going to do now is just gently apply this. Okay, I'm going to actually start here because I want to see what the color looks like first. Okay, ooh, that's pretty. Not too much. That's nice. I like it. It's pretty. It's soft. It's not too much going on. I do not want to bring it too low because as I'm aging, I notice when I bring it too low, it starts to look a little funny. I'm going to put it like just here. And that's really, notice when I start bringing it down here, it literally brings my face down. But do whatever works for you, and I recommend applying blush according to your face shape and your age, not just your shape. So that's a tip. That's a pro tip from myself and Nicole Dennis, aka the Prototype, is apply your blush according to your face shape and your age, because they are both important. It's not just the shape of your face anymore, especially if you are over 40. All right, so just going to do the same thing, gently, and applying here by my temples, you can see, and stopping right at this point of my cheekbone here. Okay, I think that looks great. Do not want to overdo it. I am going to put on another layer just because, but not too bright. Just because me, when it comes to blushes, as I age, I notice the blushes disappear. They disappear. So I'm going to just put just a smidget more than maybe someone in their 20s or their 30s. Just a smidget, not too much. I do not want it too bright, but I do want it to last me through the day, all right? So I'm going to stop about there. Oops, sorry. The phone fell. I'm going to stop about there. I'm happy with that. I do not want to do anything else. I feel like if I do anything else, I do not want to do overkill, okay? So we are done with the blush. We are done with our banana powder. We are done with our base. We are done with our brows. Lovely. Moving along. Now we're going to use this. This is also Huda Beauty. This is the lip contour stain in the shade Rich Brown. I've never used this before, so I'm excited to try it out. And we're going to see what we think. I'm excited to see what this is all about. All right, looks good so far. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm digging it. I went over just a subtle overline on the lower lip, which I wasn't planning on doing, but it happened, and I'm going to let it happen. Let it be. Let it live, rather. Not let it happen. Let it live. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. And if you have a mistake, it's okay. Just, we'll just go back with our puff from earlier. And you just gently clean it up, see? Eraser. It's like an eraser. But you want to put some pressure though. And look, it's like it never happened. Okay. I'm liking that so far. And for me, I kind of like to get, not sloppy, but where it's not perfect here. And where it's almost like I'm wrapping my lips like a present. All right, then I just am dabbing it back on the napkin just for hygienic purposes. And then now we're going to use our Huda Beauty. This is the liquid matte liquid lipstick in Trendsetter. Okay, and leaving that there, we're going to get a new lip applicator. And I'm going to use my cleansing water for hygienic purposes to make sure it is clean. And it's also okay to use a little bit of sanitizer. Yes, typically for hands, but because we are trying makeup in the store, we're going to use it for this applicator, just to be safe, all right? So I just took about this much product here, as you can see. And we're gonna go for it. Let's see. That's pretty. Okay. It's okay to go over that liner. Depends on the look you want to go for. And that is the look that I want to go for today. And just when you do this on yourself, just mimic what I'm doing, Try not to overthink it. And then I'm just gently rubbing my lips together, as you can see. It's like an updated, 2010 lip. Going to let that dry. I think that looks really nice. I really like the way this looks. I'm very happy with this look. It's not overdone. It's not too much. It looks like I could wear this look anywhere. You could wear this look to a wedding. You could wear this look to brunch. You could wear this you can even wear it to a date night if you do not want to overdo it and you want something just simple and that's not going to be where you're think, oh, I need eyeshadow. Oh, I need, highlighter. No, just literally, I'm going to count. Let's look. This is 5 products. We have the liquid lipstick. We have the blush palette. We have the lip, what is this called? I'm sorry, I want to call it what it is. Lip color stain. We have the brow pencil. We have just 1 and 2 concealers. And the compact powder. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not bad. 7 products to get this look is not bad. not bad at all. That is very reasonable. Usually I have seen makeup artists use twice the amount of products to get this look. So if you want a look that looks like this, you know, you saw this on camera, you know, literally just, I'm going to put everything in the description box below. You can, I'm going to make it easy for you, and you can just literally click on the links, get your product, get your makeup shopping on. It's looking nice as it's drying. It's been, what, maybe 60 seconds. I'm loving this, y'all. I could rock this look every day. And what's nice about this look, if you're going to the airport, if you are, I mean, this is like a great everyday look. This is great for a job interview. This is great for a presentation. If you are speaking at a conference, like, you literally could rock this look anywhere. And then let's see how it looks with the sunglasses. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. And imagine if my hair was like done. Get your hair done. Get your hair did, honey. And this is no eyeliner. I have on no eyeliner. This is just mascara. No eyeliner. Lovely. No eyeshadow. I mean, this is a vibe. This is a vibe, y'all. This is a vibe. And imagine if my hair was like, and this is how you know this is some great makeup. When your hair is not done, and you can still look like this. This top was £3 from Primark, okay, which would be an equivalent to about $60 USD. Not bad. This is a great look. Look. I mean, I'm feeling this look. What do we think? And then let's see how it looks in different lighting. So I'm moving in the store. Look, different lighting. Look. It's looking good. It's looking good. Look. Bright lighting. Look at this. Look at this face. I mean, it is eating, honey. This makeup is eating. It's eating. It's eating. It's eating. Look at this. Yeah. I'm digging this, y'all. I'm loving this look. It is so, like, simple and pretty and light. You could rock this going to the gym. Like, you can, I mean, this is like, yeah, I'm feeling this look. You could rock this look. Seriously. It's so simple. It's so easy to do. Even if you are new to makeup, even if you are postpartum, like, this is a great postpartum look. Like, you seriously could rock this makeup look anytime. I'm feeling it, y'all. Yeah, so, okay. So, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I was like, wasn't sure how it was going to go or what exactly I wanted. I knew I wanted to do something with a new, like, something soft. I knew that. But initially I was thinking, oh, do like a smoky eye, no smoky eye. I could rock this look anytime. So this is beginner friendly. This is pro friendly. Yeah, I'm feeling it, y'all. Yeah, so anyway, and then if you want to do a gloss, you want to see it with the gloss, we can try it with the gloss. I'm going to show it to you just because, and see how it elevates the look. So let's try a gloss, yeah? Okay, ladies. Okay, my lovelies. Okay. So I grabbed two colors that I felt God saying, yeah, these colors will work. So Huda Beauty, again, this is called Faux Filler. And I grabbed Cocoa, the shade Cocoa, which is this shade here. And I grabbed, I think it's called, yeah, Sugar Baby, also by Huda Beauty. And we are going to try this lip, honey, but I just have a feeling, my gut is telling me, something's telling me that this lip is about to be a vibe. So, okay, for hygienic purposes, we are going to quickly, clean just quickly the inside. Alright, put that down. I'm going to do the same with the other one. But let's go ahead and dip this in. Sorry. camera angle. All right. So first, I just did like a little swivel here of cocoa. Let's see how that looks. I have a feeling I'm going to really love it. Oh my gosh. Wow, look at how Huda, girl, you did your thing, cause shout out to Huda and her team. Look at this. Look at how pretty this is. Are y'all seeing this? Are y'all seeing this? Whoa. And I am not easily impressed, but look at how beautiful this is. That's okay. We can fix that later. Whoa, that is that is pretty. We're going to do the same thing. Jenny purposes. I'm going to take my, put a little bit there. Put it in here. And get my, where's my fresh spoolie? Here it is. Fresh spoolie. Put it in here. I think I might have got too much. Okay, let's see. Okay, y'all, I have a feeling My Lovelies, I'm going to love this. I already know. Oh, yes. Look at this. We're just putting it right at the center, not filling it out. Oh my goodness. Look at how pretty that is. Are y'all seeing this? Hit them. Just gently taking my pinky. Yes. That is, do you see these lips? Wow. God, the prototype, and Huda. That looks lovely. I don't know about y'all, but that is a bop. You see how it like gave it like a different look? That is so pretty. And I'm just not overly rubbing it together because I want to keep that brown, but kind of want to blend it out just a little bit, yeah. And then here's a slightly different look. You see how I just blended that? Did you see that? Did you catch that? Rewind it if you missed it. Ooh. I mean, honey, that is so pretty. What do we think? I love it. Let's see how it looks in different light, because that is the real test. If a makeup look or a lip look can look good in different light, let's go over to Clinique. Look, even in bright light, look at this. It looks pretty. Look at this. Oh yeah. Then let's go over to Estee Lauder light, which is warmer. Look, it's still hitting. Yeah, I mean, this is HD. This is 1080 pixels. It's still eating. This is the Boots lighting. Fluorescent lights, as you can see. It's still hitting. It's still eating. Let's see with the sunglasses. Ooh. It's hitting. Yeah, that is a vibe. I am loving this lip combo. So I just added literally just 2 products. All Huda Beauty, except for the mascara and except for the brow pencil. But look, honey, this is a vibe. This is a look. You can wear this look anywhere. You could have on bright neon orange and rock this look, and you will still look amazing. You can have on all black. You can have on, you can wear this to a white party. This would be really great for a white party. It's so soft. But I'm loving this. 41 where? I give God the praise though for that. I do not take credit for that. No, but it's all God. But, and this is no sleep, y'all. I did not get any sleep last night.
Because you like spotting
not for the reason you might think. I'm waiting on my, waiting for God, for my Boaz, which God will bring that in His timing. I'm still baking, as I say. But I'm loving this look. Okay, so what do we think? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm sorry, got a little bit on my
let's
fix that.
Because of all these things,
Just do a little white.
Boots opticians.
There we go, a little gentle blot. And you should not have that problem again. Hopefully. Results may vary. This is not legal advice or comedogenic advice. But yeah, oh yes. Yeah. That. I like both looks. I like the gloss look and I like the matte look. I like them both. I like them for different reasons. One thing I love about a gloss look is I love the shine, and I feel like it instantly like shaves off a couple years regardless of how old you are. And one thing I love about a matte look is when you are eating something like, or you're drinking something, it's the lips are going to stay, right? If the product quality is good enough, it will. So I don't know, I like both. I like the matte and I like the shine, like the gloss. And I'm loving the shade of the brow, my brows, because it's so soft, but it's like it's fitting for my hair color. And yeah. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Okay, all the products will be down below. Okay, see you soon. Also, one more thing, my lovelies. I just wanted you to see how the makeup looks with my hair pulled back off of my face, because I feel like that makes a difference when you are trying to decide if a makeup look, or determine whether or not a makeup look is for you or not, is seeing a different hairstyle. So this is my hair pulled back. It is not, I have not done my hair like today. This is literally me, like no brush. This is literally me I literally just put it in a ponytail just now in the store. And so I just wanted you to see, what it looks like, okay? So this is the makeup look here in the Clinique lighting, which is very bright and has like a blue undertone. And then here in the Estee Lauder lighting, which is warmer. I hope you can see this. And then this is the Boots, literally the overhead lighting. Okay, so this is how the makeup looks in those 3 different lights. Okay, I highly recommend this if you are preparing for a major event. As a former professional makeup artist, I used to work for MAC Cosmetics, and I used to work for Lancôme Cosmetics, Lancôme Paris. I highly suggest, this is not comedogenic advice, this is not legal advice, to consider testing when you get your makeup demo. Like if you are preparing for any major event, if you are getting a makeup demo done, okay, please test the makeup, see how it looks in different lighting undertones: cool tone, warm, and neutral. Got it? Okay. So whether it's a blue, yellow, orange base, or a combination of any of those, please get video, please get photographs, so that way you can compare and decide what, especially if you're going to take professional photos and videos, or even if they're not professional, even if it is just for yourself, so you know what works for you, okay? That is my tip. Other pro tip of the day, Nicole Dennis, aka the Prototype. And I'll see you, my lovelies. All right. Okay, my lovelies. One more thing for my hands. So you saw in the last clip how my hands were looking, right? This is how my hands look. Look at how soft and supple they look. This is using Elizabeth Arden This is the All Over Miracle Oil, which claims to nourish and condition. It is lovely. Please consider getting it. This is not legal advice or comedogenic advice. I am not a comedogenic or a legal professional. However, please consider it. This is lovely. Look, and I put some on my neck, not too much. This is literally like 1-2 pumps, if that, between my neck and my chest and my hands. Both hands. Look, I'm going to show you. That's what this is, from just 2 pumps. So I highly suggest you consider getting this. This is Elizabeth Arden. Lovely, 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 lovely. I've never tried this product before. I'm at the Elizabeth Arden section here in Boots in London in the UK. Very lovely. Okay, I want to show you it up close. This is what it looks like. Very convenient. It has a spray nozzle here. Comes with the top, but because it's a tester, obviously they took the top off, but very nice. Very nice. Okay. All right. I'll see you in the next clip.